What was the purpose of Radio Free Europe? What was the purpose of Radio Free Europe? This question takes us back to a time when information was tightly controlled in Eastern Europe and the Soviet Union. Radio Free Europe was established by the United States government during the Cold War. Its main goal was to provide news and information to people living under communist regimes. These regimes often censored the media, leaving citizens with little access to unbiased news. Radio Free Europe aimed to fill that gap. It offered an alternative source of news, analysis, and commentary. The broadcasts were designed to present a different view of world events, allowing listeners to hear information that was not available through official channels. This was especially important in countries where state media was the only source of information. From the perspective of communist governments, Radio Free Europe was seen as a tool of Western propaganda. They viewed its broadcasts as attempts to undermine their authority and spread anti-communist ideas. Authorities in these countries worked hard to jam the signals and prevent the messages from reaching the people. Despite these efforts, Radio Free Europe became known as a surrogate broadcaster. It acted as a substitute for free national media in places where independent journalism was suppressed. The programs included news, cultural features, and discussions on political and social issues. Radio Free Europe sought to keep alive the hope of freedom and support gradual change toward more open societies. In the post-communism era, the legacy of Radio Free Europe is remembered in various ways. For many in former communist countries, it symbolizes resistance and a source of truthful information during a time of censorship. On the other hand, communist perspectives often recall its activities as part of a broader effort by the West to destabilize socialist regimes. The practical impact of Radio Free Europe was significant. It provided millions of listeners with access to uncensored news. Its broadcasts helped expose the realities of life under communism. Over time, they contributed to shaping public opinion and weakening communist control over information. In the context of memory and remembrance, Radio Free Europe stands out as an example of how media can challenge authoritarian systems. It played a role in supporting the struggle for freedom of expression, leaving a lasting legacy in the hearts and minds of those who listened.